Hello and welcome back to Master Guitar Fret. My name is Jörg. Nice to see you back for lesson 4. We are getting into the good stuff now, and all the knowledge you acquired in the previous 3 lessons will bear fruit, as you will see very soon. To fully understand what we're going to do and help connect the dots, I suggest that you check out lesson 1, 2, and 3 first. Link is right up here for your convenience, and it will help you understand what we're going to try to learn today. If you enjoy my channel, then please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notification when new lessons go up. Thank you. Chord progressions are the foundation of songwriting. In these lessons, we will cover the major chord progressions. Minor chord progressions will be discussed in lesson 5. One very important thing for guitarists to know is how to build and use chord progressions. What does it mean when somebody asks you to play a 1-4-5 or a 1-6-4-5 progression, respectively? In these lessons, we will learn how to harmonize the major scale, so you will be able to determine the chords that fit within the major scale. I will show you how chords are organized based on a numbering system, and then we will look at some popular chord progressions. You will learn how chord progressions work and will be able to apply them to any key in the major scale. For your convenience, I have a worksheet in my description that you can download that will help you with these lessons. Okay, let's summarize quickly what we're going to learn. In a previous lesson, we learned the intervals of the major scale that determines each note of the 12 keys. We will use this knowledge to identify which chords are in each of the 12 major keys. Let's learn how to harmonize major scale triads. The following instructions can be applied to all 12 major keys. Let's harmonize the C major scale. In other words, we are going to find out what chords are in the C major scale. It is safe to assume that in the key of C, the chords would be the same as the notes. The only thing we need to determine is what chords are major or minor. To build the first chord C of the major scale, we stack thirds on top of each other. We use every third note starting from C. The notes are a C major triad chord. The first chord, therefore, is a C major. Next, we're going to do the same with D and stack thirds on top of D. The notes are a D minor triad chord. The second chord is D minor. Let's continue with E and stack thirds on top of it. The notes are a E minor triad chord. The third chord is E minor. Let's just jump to the B note and we're going to build the B diminished chord. The rest you should be able to figure out by yourself using the system that we're using with stacking thirds. Let's stack the thirds from B. The notes are a B diminished triad chord. The 7th chord is B diminished. The graphic that you see will explain the process of stacking thirds very nicely. It will be available to download in my description. So C major chords are C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and B diminished. So we have 3 major, 3 minors, and 1 diminished. Let me play them for you. Here I'm going to play the C major scale ascending with triad. So we're basically using the D minor chord shape like this and the D major chord shape. And the first is the C right here, and then the G and the E string open. Next, we're going to play the C major scale with open chords, starting with C. That B diminished is a little tricky. As we learned in lesson 2, the 7 notes in a scale are numbered by the first, second, third, etc. The chords are numbered with Roman numericals. Capitalized Roman numericals are major. Non-capitalized Roman numericals are minor. Diminished is non-capitalized and uses either the dim or the degree sign. There are 3 major, 3 minor, and 1 diminished chord in each of the 12 major keys. Now we know all the chords in the C major scale, and we can look at chord progressions. You can use the same formula to figure out the chords in all 12 major keys. What does it mean when somebody asks to play a 1-4-5 progression in C major? Well, you play the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord, C, F, and G, a very popular progression. Let me play it for you. Now let's check out the 1-4-5 progression. La Bamba right here. Or Twist and Shout by the Beatles. So a lot of blues is played in this progression. There's another variation. It's the 1-4-1-5. Kind of like a Brown-Eyed Girl. Starts like that, but there's also an E minor in there. So the progression sort of changes a little bit, but it's definitely in that vicinity. So the 1-4-5 progression, you can kind of change things around a little bit, so just have fun with that. Another popular progression would be the 1-6-4-5. You probably heard a lot of songs when you just listen to that are familiar. Or another variation of that would be a 1-5-6-4. And then of course you can also change that up a little bit too, right? And sometimes both of those versions are used, one for a verse and then the other one for a chorus, right? That could be the verse part. Okay, here's another progression. It's the 1-3-4-5. So you notice that I changed it up a little bit. And so that's basically what you can do. So look at those progressions, play along with them, and see what you can come up with. Experiment a little bit and have some fun. That's how you all of a sudden compose a melody or compose a song. Use this chart to help you compose your own melody and have fun with it. You can download it in my description. In the next lesson, we will explore minor chord progressions. We will learn how to harmonize the minor scale and find out what kind of chords you can apply in minor key progressions. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Remember to check out lesson number 5. We're going to do the minor chord progressions. And until then, I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.